All right, everyone. Just want to do an update on babies and when we bring them down from their nest down to the floor. And so, easiest way to do it is just make sure they're feathered in all the way underneath. And so, I'll be bringing them down today or tomorrow. I like to clean it all up, and then I'm going to put a little board in here, and so they can hide behind it. But this one and these ones probably are all feathered. Let's check. Yep. So yeah, once they're all just feathered up, they can go on the floor and start feeding. And hopefully, like I said, by that time they know how to eat and drink by themselves, so they'll get at it anyways. And now it's time to prep for the next round, so everything gets cleaned off, scraped real nice, and then we go again. Hopefully the birds pair up alongside with the main breeder. And see here, it's time to clean. Once it starts piling like that, I like to clean it. There's still time, they still have some time before they go to the floor. But like I say, once they're feathered in, under the wings, they're good to go. It will be messier when they're eating and drinking up here. Sometimes they knock the water over, so once it's time for them to come down, the better. And you just get it nice and clean again for the next round. All right, we got the loft cleaned out. I'm gonna try some new bedding. I found it at the feed store. When I mentioned that I was using the wood pellets to the guy there, he told me to give this a try. It's this bedding pellets with zeolite. He said there's a mineral in it that eliminates the odor naturally. So I'm gonna give that a try. I think that might be nice. Just because I don't like it, this part of my loft smells more than the others. It bothers me. So I'm trying to just absorb any odor. So I raked out the top of the sand in here, and so I leave a little sand. The birds really need to build an immunity. The birds that go to the one loft need to be able to not get sick. So I think not living in a hospital clean environment prevents that. You almost want your bird being the bird that gets other birds sick, if that makes sense. That might sound bad, but I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. Is you want a bird with a strong immunity. Right, especially if you're sending to races that have 2,000 birds. You know, so I find that in between of very clean and very dirty. So like I said, I just take the top layer off with the poop and the pine needles, rake that all out, leave some sand, and I'm gonna add this bedding and see how it goes. Okay, doesn't have to be perfect. It'll get moved around when they start walking around, and we'll see how it works out. And I'm interested to see what that mineral does. It said it absorbs the odor, so I'd love to. That's what I'm hoping. So now we're gonna get these babies down to the ground now. And I'm gonna put up a board, that way they can hang out behind that and have a little protection. All right, we got sorry about the noise, it's very windy today. All right, we got it all cleaned out. The babies are gonna have their last food and water in their box. I also, and I don't do it very often, I throw this in. It's a probiotic, electrolytes, amino acids, essential vitamins. I'll give this to the babies once or twice before sending them off. But I like to make sure when they're young like this to give it to them. Just once right before they hit the ground. And I got their board down in here so they can duck away from any of the cocks that beat them up. I don't have any cocks that do that. I get rid of them if they beat up the youngsters. I don't like that trait. I like it kind of calm. And let me just show some eggs. We're getting some new eggs. This is from a new tester pair, an import. The import cock and a daughter off my best hen. Some more eggs. Here's one that I'm getting ready to float, so I give it a wooden egg. And when you use wooden eggs, when you give it to them, make sure it's the temperature. So I put it under my armpit. Make sure it's a good temperature. Warm it up a bit. But they're gonna get their food and water. There's probiotic in that water. They get a little of that, and they got it down here. Everyone gets it when the babies get it. It's good for everyone. Just good gut health, good immunity, especially for the one loft racer. Because they got to take the stress of the box, that might make them sick. And so you really just want them, their immunity strong. Can't stress that enough. So even these ones are going to get the probiotic feed with the parents. They're really after it. Again, always food and water in here. Never run out. So even after they eat, I'll top it off a little bit. I like them to have plenty. Really like the new litter we're testing out. It smells nice. It's a pine with that mineral. I'd rather it smell just neutral. Come in, squeeze my lavender, get that nice smell as well. Burn a little sage if you need, without the birds in here, of course. But that's what I do if I really give it a cleaning. But yeah, just wanted to show what we're getting ready to the babies are gonna hit the ground, so tomorrow morning I'll put them on the ground. I like them to get a nice food and water before this. So tomorrow morning I'll put them on the ground, and that way I can watch them as well. I'll just check and make sure, like I said, none of the cocks are baiting them up. They'll have that there, like I showed. And I'll just watch them for a day or two. Sometimes the other birds will actually feed them, and I think that helps with immunity as well. But already the feathers are looking very nice. All right, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe, and have a good day.